Alright guys, welcome to Bola TV show, and as you all know, it's a Monday, and as our Monday program suggests, G for Growth. We all know that G for Growth attacks three sectors, that's education, business and agriculture. But today, we want to attack something on financial literacy. I'm your host, Bola Kenyanis, and we are blessed to have a guest or a visitor whom I'll ask to introduce himself. Karibu sana bwana. Utajisemea jina.
Thank you so much. Okay guys, my name is Julius Teka, and I'm the founder of an organization called Mega Motive and Corporation. This is an organization that deals with youth empowerment, academic mentorship, SDGs, talent development. Today I'm great to be with the Bola TV to talk about financial literacy. I know this is the topic that many people want to hear about, especially we youths, the old and the young. And today we'll be taking you through the topic. It's going to be interesting.
Okay, straight to the point. Now that you have done your introduction, mtu wako pale anataka kujua kwa hii financial literacy ni nini. So, what's this financial literacy?
Okay, if you ask yourself about what is financial literacy, financial literacy is basically the knowledge and skills required to understand and make informed decision about managing money. This includes information like budgeting, financial management, and all those things that requires for you to manage your finances, kama ni ku make ama ku save ama ku invest. Yeah, that's basically the financial literacy.
Unajua maneno ya pesa inaleta shida katika nyumba zetu ama kambi zetu, unaona? Yeah. So why do we need this financial literacy?
Yeah, kulingana na shida ama challenges zenye zinakuja kwetu, we need financial literacy. So these are some of the things why we need financial literacy. One is we need to understand budgeting. Wewe hapo kwa nyumba kama uko na, so you need to understand that this 100 itatumika, 10 bob itatumika kubai majani, 3 bob kubai kiberiti, 5 bob kubai kitunguu na nyanya. So you understand budgeting. 2, saving. Kwa hiyo 100 maybe when msawamjei hapo na earn 500. So kwa hii 500 unapiga budget like natumia 250 ama 300, then 200 na save. Ukisave 200 kwa wiki moja, that is like 5 times 2, that is 1000, and utakuwa umetumia hivyo. Then it also help in decision making, like uta understand like I need to make informed decision. Unajua like mimi niko na wanafunzi, maybe hata wewe mwenyewe ni mwanafunzi, so unajua like I need to pay rent, nahitaji kupay fee, nahitaji ku make budget ya chakula, nahitaji pesa za maybe ku buy bundles. So you will be making informed decision. And lastly, it creates financial freedom. Kila mtu anahitaji kuomoka, right? So it creates that freedom, like you'll be able to create wealth, because kama una after you finish school, maybe umepata ka side hustle ama job, utajua like this inaenda kwa my budget, this inaenda kwa my saving, then after hapo unajua ku invest. So after a period of like 5 years utakuwa ume create some wealth, utakuwa ume build that financial freedom, utakuwa umejua about debt management na kila kitu. So those are some of the things that why we need financial literacy.
Okay, na nimesikia umeongelea maneno na saving, and we all know that saving is difficult at some point. Unapata mtu ameweka leo kidogo kidogo ashachuna, amechuna. So according to you, how do you save your money?
Saving is a bit challenging. Yeah, ni kwa kila mtu, kwa unapiga hesabu uko na ndani bana, uko na maybe 500 ama 1000. Hey, umeweka 200 consistently siku 2 ama 3, imefika hapo siku ya 4 hivyo. So when it comes to saving, you need discipline. There's something called financial discipline. So you need to have that habit of saving. Like ukicreate kuna ile kapot kanyumbani, like unasema nataka ni save hadi ijae. So you need that discipline. Alafu sasa kuna other platforms. Safaricom ukiingia kuna M-Shwari, kuna banks, so kuna lock saving. So ukiweka kwa lock saving ina create that like una save for 3 years. So unajipea target like in 3 years nitakuwa na like 200,000 ama nitakuwa na 100,000, nitakuwa na 10k, itakuwa na 5k, so ina depend na your earning ability ama penye unatoa hizo finances. Yeah, so the best skill hapo inahitajika ni discipline. So you need discipline in saving. Yeah.
Okay, guys, before you continue, ensure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Obola TV Show, so that you may get this amazing stuff that we are here. Okay, so if you may continue, we all know that at some point people may get difficulties. Huh? So why is it that most people do get difficulties in achieving financial literacies?
Yeah, so the difficulty that it comes with the financial literacy kwanza ni lack of information and knowledge. People don't have knowledge and information about financial literacy. Unapata like in our schools they don't teach about financial literacy and financial intelligence. So one is lack of information. And when it comes to information now is everywhere. You can go to YouTube, TikTok, you can go to internet, learn about that. Kuna very great books about financial literacy, like Sindio. So they'll create that platform. Another thing that inaleta shida ni limited resources. We have limited resources. Unapata like hauna that capital ya kuanzisha something. Ama maybe pesa zenye unapata ama zenye una earn ni kidogo sana zenye haziwezi kusustain for a long period of time. So when it comes to that's a great challenge, right?
Yeah.
At the limited resources. Another thing is the poor role model. Watu wengi tunajuanga tu like ukipata do ni kubonda rana mabeshte unaenda kujispoil
Kendi kifika ni sherehe.
Hiyo pia pressure wase unapata msee amekladi suti, so that poor role model ina become a challenge mwaso kwa we youth, right? So when it comes to role models nafaa angalia like people who are attach yourself to people who are good in managing finances. You are like, this is my role model. They are called financial blueprint. Yeah. One of my financial blueprint is this guy called Robert T. Kiyosaki, who anafunza mostly about money,
finance.
Yeah, finances. Ukisoma one of his books, kuna hii inaitwa Cash Flow Quadrant. Inaangalia like the employees, the employers, hivyo. Yeah. So angalia who is your financial role model ama blueprint. Another thing is procrastination.
Yeah.
Unaanza kusema okay, leo nimeani 2k, wacha ndaanza kusave kesho tena niko job, kesho tena niko so una procrastinate. Yeah. So hiyo ni one of the challenges. Lastly, the challenge is economic constraints.
Yeah.
Like now unaangalia bana vitu zimeshoot ziko juu, so ukiwa hadi na 1k unapata like haiwezi kusustain, unapata vitu ni mob za kubuy na pesa iko chache, ama unapata vitu zilishoot, so that economic constraints inakuwa shida sana. Then lastly is overwhelming choices. Unapata like when ni comrade, uko na nyumba ya kulipa, uko na food, assignment inahitaji kuprintiwa,
wengine kwa kuna familia
wengine bado wako na familia, unapata msee uko na dema hapo uko na chali anahitaji kuspoiliwa. So unaona those choices na become so difficult. So those are some of the challenges zenye zinafanya financial literacy inakuwa tricky. Yeah.
Okay, in case you are idle, those are kind of the books you should be reading. Remind them of the books.
So some of the books, financial literacy books that you need to read is one, The Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert T. Kiyosaki, and two is The Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And I highlight everything that you need to understand. Look for guys like Psychology of Money by Brian Tracy. Pia and provide insight about financial literacy and financial management skills. You can look for guys like T. Harv Eker. Ameandika about millionaire mindset, whereby you need to create a mindset of saving, mindset of investing, mindset of building yourself and your skills. Yeah, so those are some of the people and books that you need to read to get financial knowledge and literacy.
Yeah, so kazi sasa si kulalalala, so at least get something to do. You can read those books. Okay, now that you have talked about the difficulties, so how are you able to attack these challenges or deal with these financial challenges?
So one of the things ni like the one that we are handling.
Yeah.
Like have financial literacy knowledge. Learn. There are very many sources zenye tumeongelea. One of the greatest sources is reading those books, reading those financial books. Two is going to workshops. Go to workshop that focuses on financial. Have mentors that will help you to have those knowledge. about financial. Go to YouTube, go to internet, research, learn, download materials about financial literacy, na utakuwa na solve part of the things that the difficulties some of those countries that deals with financial literacy. Another thing is you need to have a positive mindset about money, right? You need to create your money like, I am this person, I have these skills, and I can amass this wealth. So those are some of the things that will help us to deal with financial literacy. I'm a financial illiterate. Like, you need to have ideas, you need to have knowledge and information about money. So those are some of the things that will help us to deal about with financial illiterate.
Okay, thank you. So we all know that pesa ndio hutofautisha kati ya maskini na tajiri. So what are the differences between a rich person and a poor person, or the rich and the poor?
Oh, so that's a very interesting question. Yeah. The difference between
the rich and the poor.
And the poor.
Nah, I'm the rich, you are the poor.
So, bona mimi myself in here.
You are the poor, I'm the rich. So,
okay, no problem. Let's see. So, when it comes to finances, kuna these two types of people. Kuna the people who are rich and the people who are poor. So, these are some of the things that differentiate between the rich and the poor. One is mindset. When it comes to mindset, the rich think of like, I'm wealthy, I can create this amount of money, but the poor have poor mindset about money. Most of the poor people think that money is the root of all evil, but
pesa
shetani.
Yeah.
But the rich will think about now, money is not the root of all evil. Some people think that money can't buy you happiness, but I can tell you no, money can buy you happiness at some point. Money will solve 90% of your problems.
Yeah.
90%. Afadhali ukuwe na shida na ukuwe na pesa. Then ukuwe na shida na una do. It's so difficult.
Pesa muhimu.
So it's mindset. Because we angalia the lifestyle of the rich. The schools that their children wanasomea. The environment wanakaa. The estates. You can't compare. So the mindset. So one is mindset. Two is spending habits.
Yeah.
When it comes to spending habits, we have different spending habits. You find like the rich spend the money, they save, then they spend the rest. But when it's the poor, they spend, then they save. Now I find like it's so difficult for you to spend, you save. Right?
Yeah.
Are you getting the difference?
So in short, you have to save before you spend.
Yeah. Kama uko kwa that position. Kama umesema like, well, this 100, 10% I'm saving, then 80% I'm spending. Come on. Kama unasema okay, 20% I'm saving, kwa hii 20%, 10% I'm investing. So, you need the second difference, like the spending habits.
So let's say for example, I'm that person mwenye jioni kifika, I know that I have a fixed amount of 100, and these 100 shillings ndio imenitosha tu kufanya budget yangu, unaona. So nikipiga budget yangu ni 100, kifika jioni ni 100 ndio niko nayo. So how about that one?
So hapo tulisema you need to have financial discipline, right? Yeah. Financial discipline whereby you live within your means. Unajua like this 100 bob inafaa ukuwe create a budget like 5% ikuwe ina save, 5% na invest, 90% na spend. Nakumbuka tu utakuwa tuna spend anyhow. Utakuwa na spend like 10% inaenda kwa rent, 30% inaenda kwa food, 10% nyingine inaenda kwa maybe kwa watoto, 10 hiyo nyingine inaenda kwa maybe kwa bundles, hiyo nyingine inaenda unaona like budget. Unaona? Hivyo sasa. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. We all know that we are all human beings and we have assets. So what are these greatest assets that we human beings have?
So one of the greatest, like there are 3 now. There used to be 2. Ukisoma this financial book about financial literacy, not Think and Grow Rich, the Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Look at that book.
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
And ongelea about the greatest 2 assets that we human beings have. Now, one of the greatest assets is the time. Time. Angalia wase kama these politicians. Politicians can opt to spend money for you, but not their time. Why? They know with the time you can make more money, but with money you cannot make more time. Like you can't buy time.
Yani ukiwa na muda unaweza tengeneza pesa mingi na ukiwa na pesa mingi
hauwezi kutengeneza muda.
Okay.
You see, so time is the greatest asset of all time. Like hauwezi kuibuy, but you can utilize it. And how do you utilize it? Through learning. Spend much time learning, reading, investing in yourself, going out, finding out investors, networking. Even unaweza spend time yako most. Don't just spend your time like unaamka asubuhi hauna phone, wewe ndio huyo uko tu kwa simu, TikTok, uko kwa TV, ati nini, uko kwa movie. Okay, it's not bad to entertain yourself.
Team ya movie box.
Team ya movie box. Uko Netflix. Like you need also to budget your time, right?
Yeah.
Like ukiamka asubuhi unajua like my time is budgeted. Hivyo. So time is the greatest asset. Hiyo ni one. Two, the greatest asset that we have is your mind. And how do you use your mind now? Unaweza sema like, how is my mind an asset? Remember, everything is a thought. So use your mind to generate as many ideas as possible that can make you man, right?
Yeah.
So you're the number one asset when it comes to money. Your asset hauwezi kuisubstitute. When it comes to money, one, consider time. Two, consider yourself as an asset. And when it comes to you, your mind. Like, hapo tuliongelea about mindset. How is your mindset about money? So you need to consider that. And the number 3 available asset yenye kila mtu ako nayo sahi ni technology. Like,
technology.
Everyone has technology. Kila mtu ako na phone.
Mtandao ya kisasa.
Kila mtu ako na mtandao, si ndio?
Yeah.
Like, how do you use now mtandao? One is gaining information. You'll get a lot of information about money. You'll get information about investment. You'll get information about founders and finders. You'll get information about businesses. You'll network. Like, use media, use technology to invent, to innovate, to learn, to read, to build your brand. Like, showcase your skills there, right?
Yeah.
Ikiingia kwa status, una posting ni hauwezi kupost meme alafu uende man.
Sisi kama comrade meme muhimu kabisa.
Sasa
watu ni meme lord.
So wewe asubuhi maamka umepost ati sijui nani amekuwa at broken. How can that make money surely? Like, to be sincere Obola.
Yeah.
How much can you make by like listening to 10 music a day?
You are promoting that artist.
You are promoting that artist.
Yeah.
Na yes ni creator.
Yeah.
Yeah, na make pesa ngapi?
A lot of money.
A lot of money, right? Yeah. So that's why we need to be creative and innovative. Like, become a creator. Like, create more than you're consuming. Come on.
Yeah.
Make sure you're spending time and ideas that will generate income and finances for you.
Okay, so we have learned that we human beings tuko na assets ngapi?
Tatu.
Ya kwanza time, muda. Ya pili tumesema ni mind, akili. Ya tatu tumesema ni technology ama mtandao. So make use of your internet very well, ili tupatane vizuri. Ikiwa kwa muda wako unatumia vizuri kutengeneza pesa. So what are the general ideas zenye unaweza kuwa nayo unaweza peana kwa wale ambao wanakutazama pale?
So everyone that is watching this show today about financial literacy, know that our financial independence takes time. Hiyo ni kitu ya kwanza yenye nafaa understand. Like, it's not just a wake up like unaamka leo na una build. Look for someone like Calligraph Jones. Sasa build a bigger mansion, like nyumba kubwa kona hivyo. Haiku take one day. Look a brand like WCB. Umeona? So it takes some time for you to create that financial independence ama financial. So be patient. And another thing that you need to consider, like, every time, everything in a tech, it's time. And know that on your way to financial literacy, you'll encounter very many challenges. You'll encounter, utakuwa rejected. Yeah. People will not understand you.
Rejection is real. Mniulize. Rejection is real.
Rejection is real. So utakuwa rejected, say, maybe umeanzisha biashara ya kuuza nyanya hapo, wasa watakuja watakudiscourage. So you need to know how to deal with the rejections and those people with their own negative mindsets, like hawezi weza hii, hawezi anzisha hii. Umeanzisha biashara kako hapo kwa kuuza vitunguu, sana kuja kuambia venye vitunguu haziendi, venye zitaoza, venye. So you see, you need to understand, like, to deal with that. Another thing that is you need to deal with this, you need to understand your fears. Most people fear to be wealthy because kuna hii notion ya nikikuwa tajiri watu watanikataa ama wasa watasema ati niko kwa Illuminati.
So Masons,
yeah, so vitu kama hizo. So understand your fears. Do you fear about being rich or do you fear about being poor? Both are the fears. So you need to understand how to manage your fears or how to encounter your fears. Another idea ama another thing you need to learn how to volunteer. Through volunteering you can make money, but now your expectation haifai ikuwe high, expectation haifai ikuwe low. Now through volunteering now you learn skills. Through skills you can make money. The more skills you have, the more money you can make. So I'll consider you, or I'll encourage you more to go and invest in finding as more skills as possible. Learn, go out, give out your time, give out your ideas. Don't worry about who is watching you or who is not watching you. Don't consider that, but you just go and invest, learn and volunteer your skills and your time. Then another thing is you need to be valuable. Create value. With the value, you can create more income.
Yeah.
There's this quote that says, impact drives income. The more you are valuable, the more money you can make. So how valuable are you when it comes to skills? How valuable are you when it comes to information? How valuable are you when it comes to service? How valuable are you when it comes to providing like solutions? Like you need to be solution oriented. So create more value in you. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like the more valuable you are, the more money you can make. I've said that impact drives income. It's a simple thing, but it can create much wealth than you can think of. Another thing is you need to invest in your passions. Like understand what are you passionate in, and when it comes to passion, you need to ask yourself these 3 questions.
Yeah.
3
different questions.
One, what am I passionate in? 2, what am I doing with my passion? And 3, how can I make money from my passion?
Okay, ask me those questions.
Okay, what are you passionate in?
I'm
What's your
passionate in media work.
Then what are you doing with your media work?
My media work, what I'm doing right now.
What you are doing right now, right? And then how can you make money from your media work?
There are several ways of making money or running money from this stuff that I'm doing here. So it depends. Okay, media is broad, so it depends with the channel that you are taking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like what's the specific channel that you are taking?
Personally, content creation is one of them. Podcast is another one, and interviews.
Very well. So through that you can make a huge amount of money. I can consider someone like akina Kirevi Kena.
Yeah.
Kuna this guy mwenye anajiita nani? Obina.
Actually, Obina is my role model.
Obina is your role model.
Yeah.
Like huyu jamaa ameni-inspire much venye alianza, venye amedevelop, venye amekuja. You see, ali understand passion yake. Like when it comes to passion, kila mtu ako different. You are passionate differently. And don't be jealous about someone else's passion.
Yeah.
Kuna wenye wako passionate and talented in kwa field, wanaweza kimbia, of someone like Omanyala.
Hata wewe unaweza kimbia bwana.
Mimi siwezi kimbia msee, hakuna haja nikudanganye. Ukipeleka Omanyala kwa uwanja atakimbia. But ukimweka kwa show, maybe apige show kama Obina ama Obola hawezi. Umeona? Ukikuja kwa msee like Elon Musk, yeye ni inventor. So ali discover like I'm passionate in this thing and I'm going to follow it.
Yeah.
Ukikuja kwa someone like hata prezo wetu, that guy is passionate in agriculture. Umeona?
I'll invite him one day kwa evening.
Yeah. Uta invite our president. Akuja tupe tips about how to.
Alianza kama mwenye nini mfugaji kuku mpaka akakuwa president.
Lakini usidanganya alianza na fedha. Alianza na fedha.
Yeah.
Alafu ataka grow ranch ya kuku ikanini. Alafu as you grow, make sure that you have different streams of income.
Yeah.
When it comes to businesses, don't just consider like one stream of business nini. You know, when it comes to money, like you need to have various businesses that you need to invest in, right? Yeah. Like an average millionaire, when you read about the millionaire mindset, that books talk about now how millionaires make money. They have different streams. You find like to be an average millionaire. Average.
Yeah.
Average. So average.
Okay, I'm one of them.
Yeah, average millionaire. Yeah. You need to have at least 10 streams of income.
Oh.
10.
10.
1, 2 mpaka 10.
Yeah.
Because hii itakuwa ina fuel gari yako. hii itakuwa inalipia watoto fee, hii itakuwa inalima mashamba zako, hii itakuwa emergency fund, hii itakuwa umeona,
na hii itakuwa ya kufanya more investment,
hii itakuwa ya more investment.
Yeah.
Umeona? So those are some of the things that you need to understand and you need to invest in. Kuna another last skill yenye nataka ni share, that's called networking skill. When you understand about networking skill, ni one of the best investment that you need, ama skill that you need to make money, ama you need to consider. Your network is your network.
Your network is your network.
Your network is a network.
Okay.
Like the more network you have, the more money you can make. Come on. Yeah. So make sure that in every event that you have, in your phone, internet, in groups, in organizations, make sure that you are networking daily. Set a goal of at least having 5 valuable network in a year. Angalia kwa simu yako. Wasi wangapi wenye ukiwapigia watakupea 5k without cautioning.
Tukianza na wewe hapa nikikupigia niko short anipea 5k.
Mimi wa kwanza sasa
Wa kwanza.
Consider now. Hiyo contact zako zote. How valuable is it? Come on. So in our other sessions we'll be talking about now networking skills, building healthy relationship and building other streams of income, building evil, like we'll have a lot to share about networking.
Okay, now guys that you have learned something about financial literacy, you may have some questions ama maswali mengi kuhusu financial literacy. The comment section is there, unaweza comment hapo, then we'll get back to you. Meanwhile, our cameraman Terence Media, thanks for your time. Any services involving photography, videography, you can contact us so that we can give you direct connection. Those guys who are watching from Lova, anywhere, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Every Monday tuko na wewe, tunakuletea vitu mzuri ili tupate kufanikiwa. Have a blessed week as it's a Monday. Wiki ndio imeanza, chapa shughuli, laziness kando. Thanks Bwana Julius for your time.
Thank you so much.